I have been using this Hitachi USB desk hub for this mobile desk setup. It does have the SD card reader and some other extra ports for easier access than using the ports on the MacBook itself. Especially when I'm away from home, I do love using this a lot. This does cover me in many different ways where I don't have to bring any extra dongles. So this is a huge lifesaver. The only problem I have with this for home use is it doesn't look that great. When it's connected to the mobile desk setup, there's a bunch of wires that hang around just because there's not really a solid ground for this to kind of lay on, and things start looking very jumbled up and it doesn't look that clean. So I'll be replacing this Hitachi USB hub that I've been using for the desk with this, the TobenONE dock, the UDS040M vertical docking station for MacBooks. Yeah, that's a huge mouthful. I also want to add a small disclaimer. TobenONE has sent me this product for review, but there was no money exchanged for this collab, and all the opinions in this video is just going to be my opinions. TobenONE also do not get to see this video beforehand, or get to change this video in any way before I upload it. Okay, so here's what came in the mail. The packaging is actually pretty nice and solid. The whole box itself does feel pretty hefty as well, so I do think the dock is going to have a good weight to it. When you open it up, we do have the dock, a double-headed USB-C cable for the MacBook, and the power brick. What comes inside the box, there's not that many things, so let's go back to the dock. For ports, we got the audio and mic jack, a card reader for both SD and micro SD cards, 2 USB-C ports, 1 USB-A port, and the power button. There's also this power LED indicator, which is a nice touch. Going to the back, we have the Ethernet port, another audio and mic jack, the DC port, 2 USB-A 3.0 ports, 2 USB-A 2.0 ports, 2 host ports, 2 HDMI ports, and 1 display port. The UDS040M vertical docking station costs around $189.99 as of right now. The dock itself has a 150 watt power adapter, so that's more than enough to power everything connected to it. It outputs 100 watts max for laptops to charge through the back, and the front USB-C port outputs a max of 20 watts, so it's great for phones and some other smaller devices. So from testing the TobenONE docking station, the only way for the MacBook Pro to actually register so you can see it on the bigger screen is if you're using their own dedicated cable. If you lose that cable, then you wouldn't be able to dock it to your monitor. So we're gonna try testing it with other devices. Here we're testing it with the iPad. The iPad does get charged, but it's not extending the display to my bigger monitor. Now we're gonna try connecting this to the ROG Ally X, and you can see that it charges with the indicators up above, but it does not extend it to the second monitor. This TobenONE dock only works for the MacBook. You wouldn't be able to use it for any other handhelds, but in this case, for me to be able to use it for my MacBook, makes it the perfect addition to my mobile desk setup. So this TobenONE UDS040M vertical docking station dual monitor for the MacBook Pro Air only works for the MacBook Pro / Air, especially when you're looking at the 2 ports in the back for host 1 and host 2. This specific dock requires you to use their dedicated cable to connect it to the MacBook for it to extend its screen over into your monitor. This other version is for Windows laptops. Looks like the Windows version works for tablets, laptops, any kind of device with a USB-C port. So if you are looking for something that works more towards Windows handhelds, I believe getting this Windows version would work a lot better. But the problem is that it does not work with Mac OS. Still, this docking station is perfect for my use. I like how my MacBook is in a way set up a lot cleaner for me to be able to use this open space. so it's still an amazing dock to have. I could reach in and insert the SD card without any issues because it's weighted. So whether I put some force behind it just to fully insert the SD card, it doesn't get pushed back compared to the Satechi one where it's not as weighted. This dock is nice. I would recommend it for anyone that uses a dock primarily for their MacBook Pro. It's amazing, it keeps your desk clean, and it makes all your ports very accessible. And that is the TobenONE UDS040M vertical docking station. To be honest, this dock is pretty solid and it does what it needed to do, and it looks great on the desk. It cleans up all the wires and hides most of the wires, so it is going to replace my Satechi hub right on this desk setup. Alright, let me know down in the comments below if you guys are deciding on picking up this dock, or if you guys have any other recommendations for any other docks. And as always, a great way for you guys to help out this channel is to share this video to a friend that's considering this TobenONE docking station. Give this video a like and subscribe. Thanks guys. Peace.